Hello everyone and welcome to part 11 of my Tibetan 2 Let's Play. Today's level will be Tibetan Foothills. Okay, so after that plane crash, we are now in the foothills of the mountains of Tibet. So we are going to make our way down here. I'm going to do it the natural way. There is a way to skip one set of boulders if you jump the correct way onto that slope over there, but I'm going to do it as intended. I try my best to, but there's sometimes where I'll forget and I'll do it the wrong way. Okay, and then over here, and this will get us out of the way of the other ones. We're going to be seeing a lot of these. Okay, so over here through this ice wall. This very loud ice wall. Okay, and there's going to be two vultures. I just use pistols for those because they don't really have all that much health. They're similar in the same way to the Barracudas, although they have a little bit more health than they do. Okay. So, as I mentioned before, I'm going to be trying to do it the legitimate way. Most of the time I just go over there and then jump down and just hope I live. Okay, so down here. And right here. Over here in this cave, and then we'll have to go through all of these icicles. And you'll have to be careful. They're not the exact same way as spikes, as in like it being instant death, but they do a lot of damage if they hit you. So I would be a little bit careful. They don't always go all at once. There will be times where they'll go in a few different sets. So you'd have to be a little bit careful. Okay, nothing there. And there is also... I don't know why the camera's doing that. I think there's icicles here. No, there's not. I think I was thinking of a different spot. Okay. I don't think I can get back up there. I was going to mention something. Okay. I was going to point something out. You don't have to go up here, because the thing you want is on the other side. There is where the stone dragon is. But we're going to have to get up here to where this skidoo is before we can actually get it. Just wanted to show that. But that's where it's at. So we'll get that pretty soon. Okay, down here. And more icicles. And some water. So, you don't have to do anything too drastic. As long as you're fairly careful, they won't hurt you. But if you're rushing, there is the potential they can hurt you pretty bad or kill you. Okay, so up here. And then we're going to go over here. I mean, you very well could just have dived in the water to get up here, but I usually want to take that route if I'm doing it legit. Okay, so over here, big metapack, well worth getting. And then up here, and here. There is a way to just outright skip some of these enemies that are coming. Okay, There is a way to skip the enemies from spawning. Uh, so if you're doing this legitimately, you go up that way, and it will trigger them. If you're speedrunning, you'd go that way. That spot won't trigger them. But we're going to do it legit. Okay, so I am going to take out... I'm not going to use the grenades. Not for these. There will be enemies later, and those that have played this before now, there will be enemies later that I might use a couple for, because they're quite annoying to deal with. Not always, because some areas where you can find them are not that bad. But we are going to use the... We'll use the automatic pistols. I want to try and get rid of the ammo for them as much as I can. Because later on, pretty much we're just going to be using the Uzis and the grenade launcher. So I want to try and take advantage of the ammo that I do have while I have it. Okay, so this will be the stone dragon. Or the silver dragon, if you want to call it that. Okay. You can go ahead and get on the skidoo. The skidoo will kill enemies if you run over them. But I... Well, I mean, I could. I love this song. It very much... I don't know if it beats Venice Violins, but it's really close. I love this song. It's literally just called The Skidoo. It's great. I'm going to try not to talk while this is going on. It's not fully started yet, but when it gets there, you'll know. So we're just going to be killing stuff, and then we're going to go and move some blocks. So I'm going to stay quiet until the song's over. I just love it that much. So we're going to go there, and we're going to go... We're just going to park it, and then we're going to go in that cubby hole to move some blocks around. Two leopards there. Okay, I love that song. I have to give it its moment. Okay, so we're going to move the blocks in where we came from, because we need the space in order to be able to take this skidoo all the way in. If you maneuver it correctly, you only have to move one block, But if you're like me and you're prone to mistakes, you do need to move both. If you're trying to speedrun, obviously you would just move one. But you'd have to be very specific in how you maneuver the skidoo, because if you don't, you'll just crash. And you'll die, because you'll just explode. Okay. I will say, I really do love this section of levels. It isn't my favorite section. I think it's my second favorite section. My third favorite was what we just did with all the water. I'll mention what my favorite section is when we get to it. Or, to keep the suspense, it could be the one we've already done. The first section. But I'll wait and see and tell you. Okay, so now we need to go all the way back across, because now we have the room to ride the skidoo. So we are going to go from here all the way across. Shouldn't be a problem now. I'm going to save so that in case something screws up, I don't have to do the entire thing again. Okay. Okay, you do have to be a little bit careful, because there is holes in quite a few places. That is not what I intended to do, but that can happen. Yeah, the skidoo parts, don't get me wrong, I love them. They can be a bit finicky at times, though. Okay. So all the way across. Yeah, you do have to be a bit careful with collision, because if you're low on health, you don't want to take any damage unless you absolutely have to. If you're doing a no-hit or no metapacks, you have to account for all collision damage. So it can be a bit finicky. Okay, so some more grenades here. If I can pick them up. There we go. 2 sets. Going to need them. Yeah, we're not going to be using them quite yet in this level. But in the last couple of levels of this section, we're going to be using them. Not all of them, because we're going to save a lot for the last section. But we're definitely going to be using them. Okay, so you can just ride the skidoo and kill them. I might try and do it that way. I want to save, just to make sure. Or if you want to, you can just shoot them until they die that way, and then ride. If you're going to be doing a no meta pack, you want to do that method because you want to get rid of all of the damage you can take, and they can hit you while you're riding. I'm gonna check and make sure they don't have anything on their body. I think they don't. Okay, small meta pack. These are the enemies that I was talking about, that what they are carrying kind of hides in their feet. So you really want to make sure you check these enemies. These ones are very prone to hiding things, if you don't notice it. Okay, so I'm going to go back and check, just to make sure he doesn't have anything. He does. M16 ammo. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so now back across. And I'm going to save again, just so I won't have to go through picking them up again. Might as well since unlimited saves. Okay, so over here. That switch up there opened this gate. Okay, you do want to be careful there because when you accelerate too much, a lot of collision damage happens when you drop. We're just going to kill these things. And then we're going to park it right here. We don't want to go across yet. We have a few things we can do first. First being, we're going to pick up what they might have. They don't always have anything, but as I mentioned, they are prone to hiding it in their feet. So just to make sure they don't, I'm going to check. Okay, those two don't have anything, and I don't think he does either. Nope, okay. Those three didn't have anything, so you don't have to worry about it. But we don't want to go across the ramp yet, because over here on this ledge is the Jade Dragon. So we're going to get it first. I parked it a little bit too close to my running space. Okay. So yeah, they don't have anything, but you do want to be careful about accelerating too much when you're going down here. There's a lot of damage when it drops. So I'm going to park it more to the left. Save it again. Okay, so now I have the room, and we are going to get the Jade Dragon secret. Okay, since we got the secret, we triggered some leopards. So I am going to use the M16. We have quite a lot of ammo, so it's fine. If you are a bit low, I wouldn't recommend using it on these because they don't really necessarily need it. But it is the easiest gun since you're stationary. Okay. So, try to remember, because there is a thing you can do down here. I don't think we can do it yet because that gate is not open. And I don't think... Okay, so I'm gonna... It's a lot of saving, but I'm gonna save again. And I'm gonna save in this slot. I'm gonna go down here. I wanna get the grenades. But I do want them. They are well worth getting. Down here in this little cubbyhole. 2 sets. Worth it. Okay, since we're actually down here with these leopards, I am going to use the automatic pistols. Okay, they are a bit tougher than the birds are. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can actually do anything with this. Just gonna look. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna go back where the grenades were and climb back up. Because we want the skidoo. I don't think we can do this until later. It isn't necessary to complete the level, as far as I'm aware. I don't think it is. like with most levels, I've played this game so much, I tend to want to just skip parts with speedrunning tactics. Um, so I tend to forget the official correct way to do things. Um, as I'm sure you probably noticed. Okay, so we are going to take this skidoo across. We're going to have to get a bit of a start back, though. We're going to need the room to accelerate. If you had the physical... I rode a little bit too close to the sun, so to speak. Too close to the boulders. Okay. If you had the physical case of Tomato 2, that little thing that just happened when we went across was on the back. That's one of the promotional pictures. Okay, so more towards the bottom. Okay, try to prevent collision damage as much as I can. Okay, so I am going to put, I want to put it here for now. We need the bridge key. And in order to get it, we need to pull... Where is it at? I'm trying to remember. There's a switch, I think, on one of these columns. I think it's this one. One of these columns, I believe, has a switch next to it. Somewhere. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've done it the legit way. There is a switch somewhere that opens this gate. It's either this gate... Okay. That'll open that gate. And we are going to go... Okay. This will take us back to where those boulders were at. So we are going to jump... I'll save again just in case. Okay, we are going to jump over here. It's a long way down, so I want to make sure that I'm good. Okay, so in here, in this little space. And then this should be the bridge key. Pretty sure. Yeah, the drawbridge key. Okay, so now we're gonna go back this way. And... oh. I totally forgot about him being back here. Okay, so he doesn't have anything, and I'm going to use a small impact. Okay. So we want to pull this switch, because that opens the gate in that, that thing we're looking at. That we couldn't get in before. So, trying to stay... Okay, I think I glitched it because I went above on the block. But there is some icicles. Shouldn't be careful for. Okay, I wish the camera wouldn't do this. It's so annoying. I don't think that there's any more. Okay. So, same as before. I think I messed it up. Did I? Yeah, as I've said, I'm so used to the speedrunning tactic for most of these levels, since I'll play them so many times, that I forget the official way to do it. I'm pretty sure it's just this. I think I'm just thinking too hard about it. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Okay. So this will take us back across. Can't finish the level without bumping my head first. Okay. So we are going to jump over there. But I'm gonna save again. Never hurts to be too cautious, especially with stuff like this. This set of levels is a bit difficult. It's not the most difficult. That's later. But it is pretty difficult. Okay. So now that we have the drawbridge key, we can put this up. And we need this up because we need to get across. Okay, now that that's up, we can get over there. And I'm sure you can see all those boulders. There's a lot of them. There is a lot of them in this entire level set. Okay. We get to hear the skidoo again, although I don't think it's for that long, because I think once you're over here it stops. Well. A lot of deaths this level. But yeah, this level does get... This is not the most difficult of this level set. The more difficult level to do, in my opinion, is probably either the last one of this section or... I didn't do the key part. I don't know. I mean, the next level is quite difficult. There's a lot of traps in it. Third level... I don't know. I'm trying to think of which one is more difficult. They're both fairly difficult. I guess it's more if you consider the traps in the second level. Okay, so I want to trigger these. Again. Trigger this set. And now trigger that set. Okay. Yeah, okay, I thought for some reason that the skidoo music stopped once you had that explode. Okay, it's back across. Okay, so now that we have done that, the ice down here is now gone. So we are going to get... Hope I didn't screw this up too bad. We need this key, and you want to be quick because there's an enemy coming that has a weaponized skidoo. So we're going to take the normal skidoo and get over in an area. Take it up here. And I'm gonna get the Uzis, and I'm gonna try my best to get down here quick, so he won't run us over, because he will run you over. Come on. Okay. So he has a weaponized skidoo. His one can shoot. The main difference between this one and the other one is the ability to shoot. But because it can shoot, it can't accelerate. So, yeah. We can't use it right now. So we're going to have to go back to our good old-fashioned red one. So we're going to go back down. Back across. Try my best not to get too much collision damage. Back across this way. Try to be careful about drifting too far, because it'll hurt a lot if you do that. Okay, save again. We've been doing this a lot. Okay, and now we are going to go back across. Okay, and then over here, back across here. I wouldn't recommend accelerating in here because, as before, drops. It'll hurt you a lot. Okay. Back across. And then over here. Okay. And then here. This one's a little bit difficult. I always have problems with this jump. And the reason why you don't want to use the other skidoo is because where it can't accelerate, you really can't make this jump. I think it's actually impossible. I could be wrong. But yeah. I'm trying to remember which one it is you use to get across. I believe it's the left path. It's the easiest one. Maybe not. I don't remember. I don't think so. I think it might be this one. I think I'm just making it too difficult. But yeah, obviously your goal is to make across. Nope, that's too short. No, I believe I was right. I just didn't make it. If it takes too long, I will cut it out. I'm going to give it a couple more tries. If I don't make it in 3 more times, I'm going to cut it out until I actually do make it. So, first more. Nope. I think it might also be too high. I think you may have to do the part next to it. Like go from here to that little indent below it. Or beside it. But yeah, I've always had a problem getting across here. Easy. I'm going to try one more time that way, and then I'm going to try and angling it. Obviously, if I don't make it that time, I'll have to cut it out until I actually do make it, because it's going to take forever, probably. There we go. Okay, we'll save again. Just so I don't have to fool that again. Okay. So now, we are going to go down this way. Okay. Same as before with those, you want to try and prevent all the drop and collision damage you can. But we are going to probably use the automatics again. There is 2 leopards. I don't think it's 3, I think it's 2. Okay. So yeah, our main goal is going back to that little hut where we got this skidoo the first time. Okay. So now we're going to use the hut key. We want what's in here. There's actually a couple things we can get in here. One, of course, being the switch. I remember I had a rough time in here because I was already low health at this point, and by the time that I got to this hut, I think I had probably like a little bit of health left. And the problem with this is that there's going to be some enemies coming. And where I had low health at the time, they camped this hut and I couldn't get out. I think I had to actually go on top of the roof and shoot them there. But I won't have to worry about that here. I'll come back and get that in a minute. Yeah, once you pull this, that's when it'll come out. I totally thought I did. I didn't. Okay. Now they're coming. There's 3 of them. So yeah, we're going to play the game of like, you can't shoot me because you can't aim. There we go. So he has automatic ammo. He has Uzis, so we got a bit of a refill. And then he has a large backpack. Yeah, I'm sure you can imagine how interesting that is with having no HP, really. Okay. So we are going to go in here. And like before, there is going to be another guy in here with another one of those weaponized skidoos. So what I normally do when I go in this room is, let's save it. I normally just go on the area where he spawns in at, which is this, and then immediately go back. He can still shoot you up here, but he can't run you over up here. Yeah, he can still shoot you with the skidoo. But that's the main way I normally do it. You can absolutely just go on top of a platform. That platform over there. I'll try that method just so I can show you. But this is the other method you can do. And you want to get there because you don't want him to run you over. And he can't do it when you're up here. There we go. And you want to kill him because you want his skidoo. Since we don't have access to our other one, we have to use this one. But since you can't accelerate, it's a bit different. I think I could still get this if I jump. There we go. Little bit of a jump scare. But yeah, see, the button you used to accelerate with the other one is now a gun. So I love this little musical sting too. It's actually really good. I'm gonna save really quick. Okay, so the very, very last secret is down here in this little ravine, down this ladder. There are going to be some boulders and I think a leopard. And the boulders trigger as soon as you go down here. Almost didn't make that. Yeah, that's where they get you. You get the first one, you think you're safe. Second one's coming. Okay. This one is highly important because this one will give you 4 sets of Uzis. And I believe if you don't have your Uzis at this point, one of them will be Uzis. I'm almost positive about this. But yeah, now that we got the secrets, now we can end the level. And we will be doing that shortly. Okay, all the way back up. And then we're going to go back on our skidoo. Because we are going to use it as a weapon. Once I save. Okay, I usually try and keep at least the first 2 saves in case something really screws up and I have to do something over. Okay, so we're going to go here, and we're going to use this as a weapon. Now we can fight skidoo to skidoo. There's going to be a couple of them. Be a bit careful. Because they can absolutely kill you. I'm going to do a small first. And turn around. There we go. Yep. And I don't believe they ever drop anything. I think they're the same as the flamethrower guys. That version of them. Don't think they drop anything. Okay, I'm going to try my best not to do a speedrunning tactic. Because there is a way for you to access your bike if you put it right here when you're trying to pull this block. But I'm not going to do it. If you do it that way, you can access the bike. But I'm going to do it this way. This way is the legitimate way. So we're going to push it twice. I believe. Might be 3 times. It's 3 times. Because it's not going to give you enough space. Actually. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. So I am going to get... I'm going to get this in 16. There we go. Okay, don't think he has anything. Did the other guy have anything? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So, the end of the level is actually in this room. At least the way to it is in this room. I don't believe that that guy has anything. I'm going to go ahead and use automatic pistols. Okay. I don't think that he has anything. I could be wrong. He may have something I just don't remember. I don't think he does, though. I think that's legitimately just, like a thing where you can, do something against it. So I'm just going to reload so I won't have to waste the ammo. Okay. Every single part of this OST is just a masterpiece. Okay. So, we're just going to ride this skidoo all the way across. We're meant to do this. Although not that way. You are meant to do it, though. I was just a little bit too close to the explosion. Also face with the wall. Or the floor. Okay. Face with the floor again. If I keep screwing this up, I'm just going to cut it out. Because you're obviously your goal is the water. I don't even know if you're going to see any of this. I might cut it out, because this is kind of not... I might keep the first couple, but like... You're just supposed to take this skidoo, go here. There we go. You don't turn. My problem was I was trying to turn. Don't do that. Okay. So in here, this is the end. Right down here. Alright, so that was Tibetan Foothills. I really do love this level. I usually always come back to this just to play it around for fun. This is like really the only level that you can hear the skidoo in. I don't think we'll ever have the skidoo again. So yeah, if you're like me and you love that song, take advantage of it. You only hear it like twice. So yeah, that'll be it for this level, and I will see you in the next one, which will be a fan favorite, actually. A lot of people tend to love this level, and I love it too. So does my sister, actually. She likes it a lot too. So I will see you in the next level, which will be Barkang Monastery. So I will see you then.